iPod. Alright, let's open this thing up. Come on, come on. Alright, you know what? I don't care anymore. If this is Anthrax, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Oh, cool, they included a charger. Thank you. Wow, this looks really nice. Oh my god, look how thin it is. Now, the iPod Touch 7 actually came out in 2019, making this thing 6 years old. I mean, not bad, but the main issue with this thing is the processor they cheaped out on. This thing is using the A10 Fusion from the iPhone 7 in a 2019 phone. The iPhone 7 came out in 2016. What were you guys thinking? Now, one of the most interesting things about this product is this is actually the last iPod ever made. After the iPod Touch 7, the entire iPod line was discontinued and they never sold another one. So, this is going to be pretty interesting. Now, comparing this to the iPhone 7, the only differences are the iPod has a tiny bit of a smaller screen, the camera's a bit worse, and instead of having antennas across the side of the phone, right here. Because this is using the same chip as the iPhone 7, this thing can go up to iOS 15, which is still pretty modern. Why does this always happen the first time I try to activate? Let me guess, it's gonna work? Yep, there we go. After I make this video and set this thing up, I'm actually gonna make this my personal iPod Touch, just because I love how tiny the screen is. This is gonna make a perfect bed phone. I am so lazy. The only downside about this iPod Touch is because it's so thin, the battery really doesn't last that long, but for just how lightweight and portable this thing is, personally, I think it's worth it. I mean, technically, isn't this the precursor to the iPhone Air? Keep your iPod Touch up to date? Yeah, sure, I mean, iOS 15 still gets security patches. Location nah, I'd prefer not to be doxxed, thank you very much. Hey Siri, send a message. Hey Siri, how's the weather today? Hey Siri, how to make crystal Alright, and Siri's ready. Screen time, yeah, sure, I love to be shamed. iPod Analytics. I mean, you're not gonna make another one, so what's the point? Alright, and we are all set up. So, because iOS 15 is still pretty modern, there's not gonna be too many differences in the system apps, but we can try out a few. First up, let's try out how the camera works. This thing shoots 1080-30. Not the best, but it's serviceable for an iPod. Alright, so let's go into the App Store. So yeah, still pretty modern. You get the new news feed. Alright, so I'm gonna install a bunch of apps, and I'll cut back to when they're all logged in and downloaded. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff to test out today. We got social media and music apps, and we got some games. So first off, let's start off with Twitter. So yeah, surprisingly on this iOS 15 device, Twitter does work fine. I actually was able to log into it, despite, you know, not being able to log in on the iPhone 7, the iPad Air. It's just pretty confusing, but Twitter does work on this. Performance isn't amazing. Performance isn't amazing, but if you swipe up and down and be a bit patient, it'll be fine. Right, next up we got Instagram. Oh yeah, it's Reels time. I'm gonna have an aneurysm looking at this. Oh no, no. Okay, this is just diabolical. I'm done. Alright, so next up we got Facebook. So yeah, Facebook works completely fine on this device. I mean, you know, to the surprise of no one, but yeah, you can scroll through smoothly. Everything works fine. Alright, next up we got TikTok. Oh really? They have AI ASMR now? Come on, where's the funny slop? This is just boring. There we go. This is better. This is just indecipherable. What the f is going on? Every time I do one of these, I lose like 10 brain cells. Anyways, let's go on to Reddit. So yeah, Reddit works fine. I mean, it stutters a bit if you scroll really far, but overall, pretty smooth experience. Alright, next up we got YouTube. Alright, let's test out a video. So yeah, YouTube on this iPod works completely fine. I can skip ahead, skip behind. This thing is really fluid. And because this thing is actually still pretty modern, you can adjust the playback speed. Nice. Alright, next up, let's try out Discord. I said I'd be back. Ah, cool, moderators in the chat. This is gonna be pretty interesting. Are you stupid? How do you not know what that is? Idiot. That's not very nice. Hey, troglodyte. How do you like that one, huh? I don't even know how to spell that. Alright, let's try to take ownership of this server. This is my server now. I am the new owner. Obey me or get banned. I am waiting for you to stop. How about this? I am waiting for your mom. This is just immature at this point. Mute one day. Annoying, useless, and not needed here. That's rude. I didn't even go that far. Alright, well, this is an iPod, so let's try out some music apps. Alright, well, let's play some royalty-free music because I do not want to get demonetized. So yeah, Spotify works completely fine on this iPod. I mean, I hope it would. Alright, next up let's try out Apple Music. So yeah, Apple Music works completely fine as well. Nice. Alright, well that's it for the other apps. Let's try out some games on this thing. Is Subway Surfer stuttering? Really? This is like the easiest game to run. So yeah, aside from some initial stuttering when loading in, this game runs perfectly fine. Oh shit. Alright, next up let's try Clash of Clans on this tiny ass screen. But yeah, it's kind of a mixed situation. It's a big pro to have a nice tiny screen for one-handed use, but it's also kind of a con when you're playing games. This thing still has the exact same screen size the iPhone 5 did, same home button too. I can't believe people used to really play mobile games on screens this size. This seems painful. So yeah, Clash of Clans performed perfectly fine on this device. I mean, it's pretty neat to play on a screen this small, but any serious, like, gaming session, you're gonna have a bad time. Alright, next up let's try out Roblox. Oh, a bit of stuttering. Let's see if we can kill a guy. Off the edge you go! Die, 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 die! Bye-bye! Bye-bye, see you later, buddy! Oh, what the hell? Some guy's flying around! Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's the one trade-off you get for having to design this slim. The battery does not last very long, unfortunately. Alright, and even with all this stuff happening around me, this game is still keeping up. Stable frame rate, no issues. Awesome. Alright, next up let's try out Brawl Stars. This and PUBG Mobile are going to be the games that suffer from the smallest screen the most. So yeah, this game is running fine from what I can tell at least. There are no haptics though, which, I mean, it's not needed, but it's a nice to have. Oh no, oh no, oh my god, how am I alive? Oh my god. I'm playing like shit. Alright, hopefully that shade's going to be able to clear him out with my super. Alright, let's go. Raid, raid! Oh, Shade died. Come on, land. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, oh. Gene, you didn't push me? Oh, that was a free kill. Oh my god, I just fell for the Lumi super. Okay, that was not my best gameplay. And it's all your fault, Shade. How dare you get the most kills? Alright, and last but not least, let's try out PUBG Mobile on the iPod Touch. What? Prohibited illegal transactions announcement? Are people selling, like, hair on this game? Like, what's going on? Oh yeah, from what I can see, this looks like... it looks like Play-Doh. Oh my god. Okay, come on, how is that knife attached to your back? That makes no sense. But yeah, if you can get over the screen size, this is a surprisingly playable experience. Nice. So yeah, that's the iPod Touch 7 in 2025. I mean, still really usable. But if you're kind of interested in like a smaller device like this, I would just get the iPhone SE first gen. I mean, at least you can use that thing as a phone. It does have a bit of a weaker CPU, but they use the same operating system, so who cares? But I mean, come on, does the iPhone SE have iPod on the back? Yeah, I didn't think so.